island of the cyborgs. Captain America was on a solo mission. A ship carrying high-tech battle gear had disappeared, and Nick Fury had tasked him with finding it. Cap entered the ship's last known coordinates into his Quinjet and took off. Soon, he found himself flying over an island with what appeared to be an abandoned fortress on it. He landed with a splash in the water and began to make his way to land. Captain America had been on enough missions to know that just because something looked abandoned didn't mean it actually was. He approached the fortress slowly and quietly. Suddenly, pew, 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 the beach lit up with hundreds of bright green blasts. Cap was under attack. The powerful blasts were no match for Captain America's vibranium shield, but they were still strong enough to throw him to the ground. Finally, they stopped. Cap struggled to get up, straining to see through the dust and debris. Then, in the distance, he spotted a strange shape. As the shape moved closer, Captain America realized it was Modoc, a genetically engineered, super intelligent being bent on destroying the world. But the supervillain wasn't alone. He was surrounded by an army of creatures wearing the missing battle gear. Cap did a double take as he looked more closely at what was piloting the suits. "Monkeys!" he shouted. "Now that's a first!" The monkeys seized Captain America and threw him into a prison cell. "You came to save the day, and instead you get a front row seat to watch as I take over the world," Modoc taunted. "World domination?" Cap said. "Very original. But why monkeys?" "Primates are easy to control," Modoc replied, "and even easier to find in large numbers." Cap looked out his window. To his dismay, he saw thousands of armed monkeys ready to do Modoc's bidding. Captain America sat back down in his cell, disheartened. But he couldn't give up. He needed to fight back. That gave him an idea. "Hey, ugly!" Cap shouted at one of the cyborg monkeys walking by his cell. "I call this one Monkey See, Monkey Do." The hero began to slam his metal cuffs against the metal bars of the cell. The sound vibrated through the stone walls. The cyborg monkey started to twitch and rear its head. The loud noise was driving him crazy. He began to claw at the metal bars, anything to make the sound stop. His battlesuit bent the bars enough that he pulled himself inside the cell with Captain America. With a screech, the cyborg monkey lunged at the hero. Cap moved out the way as the cyborg grabbed his chains, twisting and breaking them into pieces. Captain America's plan had worked. Thinking quickly, Cap vaulted through the cell opening and bent the bars of the cell, trapping the cyborg. He turned toward the massive lab. Now, if I were a vibranium shield, where would I be? Captain America quickly found his shield, but he froze as a giant hand landed on his shoulder. It wasn't a human hand. It was much bigger, heavier, and stronger. Cap now found himself face to face with an army of cyborg monkeys. He punched one cyborg and was surprised when the battlesuit exploded. A frightened monkey scurried out of the broken machine. Cap realized that Modoc's mind control only worked on the monkeys when they were inside the suits. He quickly set about destroying every single cyborg in the lab. Pieces of their battlesuits littered the floor as the monkeys escaped the fortress unharmed. As Cap turned a corner, he heard Modoc sharing his plan with his minions. He wanted to force Cap into one of the suits. Then he could control the hero's mind and make him do his bidding. "Doesn't really sound like me," Cap said, charging at cyborgs. Modoc gasped, "Monkeys, attack!" Captain America knew he couldn't stop thousands of cyborgs on his own, but he could stop Modoc. Cap knew from previous battles that if he broke the supervillain's chair, he would break the mind control connection. The hero pushed his way through the cyborg monkeys until he found an opening. Taking aim, he threw his vibranium shield at Modoc. The villain crashed into the ocean below. Cap looked over the wall for any sign of Modoc, but he was gone. Captain America set about releasing the remaining monkeys. He was just breaking the last few suits when a message came in. "How'd we do?" Nick Fury asked. Captain America smiled. "Modoc is gone. For now, anyway." "Great," Nick replied. "I have another solo mission for you, and I need you at attention, soldier. No more monkeying around." The end.